Hey, this is Kim Cerrato. Welcome to Step Off the Edge in Real Estate Investing, where we talk to you about investing in real estate. It's real estate, one deal at a time. We hope you enjoy this next video.
All right, today we're going to talk about balancing time and money. So balancing time and money. Should you just go with the cheapest estimate? So balancing time and money is something that I learned, I don't want to say the hard way, but when I first started out real estate investing, I put a lot more sweat equity and time into my flips than I do now. Because I've learned a lot. How many estimates should you get? When you are getting estimates, get multiple estimates. I always suggest at least 3, because then you've always got a mid-range that you can go with. Where to look for estimates, what to know about the estimates you're getting, what types of estimates. So know if your project, even if you have to go to the city or ask somebody, ask a contractor, is this a licensed activity? Do I need to get permits for this job? Because that will tell you who you need to get estimates from. If it's an AC, and I'm going to show you this in a minute. In fact, let's just flip over to that page here. If it's a major license repair, AC, plumbing, roofing, windows, electrical, that kind of stuff, if you need to pull a permit, you should use a licensed contractor so that they can pull the permit and close the permit out. Even if it's just a rehab you're doing for a rental, someday you're going to want to sell that property. And a lot of times you'll need to prove that it was like an AC job or a repipe job was done by a licensed contractor, because they're going to want to pull a permit. They're going to want to see a permit on file and see that that permit was closed. That will help get a clear title. That will help if the buyer needs to get financing. That will help in that process. Because permits help to prove the age of things, and a lot of financial institutions ask for that information. So regardless of it being a licensed job, we always suggest that you use someone insured. So they at least need to be insured. And if it's something major, like those things listed, AC, plumbing, roofing, electrical, we do get someone licensed. But if it's a non-licensed job, like demo or non-structural framing, painting, flooring work, we do suggest that you get someone insured. And all of these things can affect the bottom line of the estimate that you're getting, because licensed contractors, they have a management fee. So when you're getting estimates and you want to get estimates from licensed contractors versus handyman, if you get estimates from both, make sure that they're detailed enough so that, like if you get an estimate from a licensed contractor, hopefully you can see a line on there. And a lot of times you can't, but you can ask for it. What's your management fee? Which part of this is your management fee? What's the material? What's the labor? What's the permit fee? If you get all those things broken out, and then you get an estimate. So non-structural framing. Okay, you just want a new wall put up because you want to divide a room in half. And if you're going to put plumbing in that wall, then sometimes you do need a licensed. You do need to have it permitted. So be careful with framing. If you're putting a door in, it might need to be permitted. So let's go with flooring. Let's use that as an example. If you're going to use a licensed contractor for your flooring, they're going to tack on management fees and that kind of thing, whereas someone who's not licensed may not have a management fee, but they do need to pay for their insurance. So you can compare apples to apples. This estimate won't have management fees, so to speak, but the licensed contractor estimate will. So if you can get your estimates detailed enough to where you can compare apples to apples, then you can start, filtering through the estimates and really picking a good, fair estimate. And how to protect yourself, make sure that if it is licensed work, that you do get a licensed contractor and you do go out, do your due diligence, make sure their license is still active, make sure it's not expired. Make sure that they send you proof of insurance. And I know that in Kim's course, if you're taking Kim's courses, she'll go over this in a lot more detail. But just protect yourself. If you're going to use a handyman, get a copy of a release and have them sign a release. But we'd like to use people who are insured. So, should you go with just the cheapest estimate, and I think we just covered that? Not always, because the cheapest estimate doesn't always mean that they're going to do the best quality of work. It doesn't mean they're going to get the job done the fastest. So, time and money, right there. You think you're saving on money, but they may take longer. They may have rework to do, and because they're not licensed and insured, they could say, well, we did what you asked us to, now pay us. And they'll leave. Not all handyman type people are like that, but that's the risk. And you have nothing to go back on them. They don't guarantee their work. There's no insurance. There's no... Just make sure you protect yourself, and sometimes it's worth paying a little bit more for someone who's insured, and sometimes paying for someone who's licensed. But get references from people you get estimates from. Look at time frame. Have their estimates include when they can start, because they may give you an estimate, but if they don't tell you what their lead time is, meaning when they can start, it could be, oh, well, I didn't know you wanted to start right away. We can't start for 6 months. So there you go. That's going to affect your bottom line. Make sure you get when they can start and when they can complete it. Like I said, get references. If you can, get some pictures. Talk to people who have used them before. And I have on here, are you rehabbing for a rental or a retail flip? There's not a big difference between our rental flips and our retail flips, but there is. Our rental flips, we know that people are going to come in and they're going to, scuff the baseboards. They're going to damage the paint. They may come in and repaint. A lot of times renters will come in and say, we don't like this blah color. Can we repaint it? And so, we may not replace all the baseboards in a rental, but a retail flip, we probably will replace baseboards. That's just one example, but a retail flip, we'd normally spend a little bit more money than we do a rental flip. And sometimes we'll go in and do the stuff ourselves on a rental if it's just a really small job. So, bottom line, balance your time and money. But the goal is to provide your end buyer or renter a good quality product. Keep your project on time and within budget, because they both affect the other. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions at all, hit us up on Facebook. I encourage you to hit Kim up, take her courses. She's got a lot of good information and can cover this stuff in a lot more detail. I hope this was helpful. Thanks.
Hey, this is Kim and Christy, real estate investors. We really hope you enjoyed this video.
See you next time.